more time. You support Hamas, don't you? You support UNRWA and Hamas, don't you?
Sir,
Please.
I think it's exceptionally disappointing that you're looking at an Arab American witness before you and saying you support Hamas.
You know what's disappointing to me?
I do not support Hamas.
Bring yourself
I do
to
not
say
support Hamas.
You don't
or
support UNRWA. You don't support Hamas. You don't.
I was very clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't support Iran. You should hide your head in a bag.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the most explosive Senate hearings of the year, where all hell breaks loose between Senator John Kennedy and an Arab American leader. We're talking accusations, heated exchanges, and one critical question: where do American values stand in this debate? If you're passionate about politics, free speech, and the role of universities in society, you're going to want to stick around. So, let's start with some background. This Senate hearing was meant to address rising incidents of hate across the country, focusing on anti-Semitism on college campuses. Senator Kennedy didn't hold back. He questioned why universities like Harvard and Berkeley receive federal funding when they allegedly tolerate harassment toward Jewish students. This set the stage for what would be an intense exchange. Kennedy focused on the gap between federal law and university practices. He pointed out that Title VI prohibits discrimination in federally funded institutions and challenged why, despite serious allegations, these institutions haven't faced funding cuts. Kennedy was pressing hard, questioning if universities are upholding the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion, or if they're only paying lip service. This is where things really heated up.
You support Hamas, do you not?
Senator, oddly enough, I'm going to say thank you for that question because it demonstrates the purpose of our hearing today in a very effective way.
Let's start first with a yes or no.
Hamas is a foreign terrorist organization that I do not support, but you asking the executive director of the Arab American Institute that question very much puts the focus on the issue of hate in our country.
Well, I got your answer, and I appreciate it. What is the, you support Hezbollah too, don't you?
Again, I find this line of questioning extraordinarily disappointing,
Is that
Senator.
a no?
That
Or
you have Arab American constituents that you represent in your great state.
Yes, ma'am, I understand that, but my time's limited, and I apologize, but is that a yes or a no?
A yes or no question to do I support Hezbollah? The answer is I don't support violence, whether it's Hezbollah, Hamas, or any other entity that invokes it.
You can't bring yourself to say no, can you?
No, I can say no. I can say yes.
But
what I can say is your line of questioning.
Do you support or oppose Iran and their hatred of Jews?
Again, I'm going to emphasize Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, none of them is going to,
You can't bring yourself to say no, can
Sir,
you?
I don't support.
It's real simple.
Excuse me, I'm going to, if I may, as a Muslim woman, sir, I'm going to tell you I do not support Iran. But what I will tell you is that this conversation.
I'm running out of time. I'm sorry. You called our decision to cut funding. You called our decision to cut fund. Well, first, what's the United Nations Relief and Works Agency?
It's UNRWA, which is the institution that exists to provide services and aid to the nearly 6 million Palestinian refugees.
And you called our decision to cut funding for them, quote, an incredible moral failure, close quote.
That is absolutely correct. But again, I would suggest that conversation is about foreign policy.
We did that because 9 UNRWA staff members were fired for actually helping Hamas on October 7th. Isn't that the case?
I don't believe that that's correct in terms of...
Let me ask you one more time. You support Hamas, don't you? You support UNRWA and Hamas, don't you?
Sir,
Please.
I think it's exceptionally disappointing that you're looking at an Arab American witness before you and saying you support Hamas.
You know what's disappointing to me?
I do not support Hamas.
Bring yourself
I do not support Hamas.
You don't support UNRWA. You don't support Hamas. You don't.
I was very clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't support Iran. You should hide your head in a bag.
Reminder that at the end of the day, we're all trying to protect our communities and our democratic values. If you think it's possible to bridge these divides, comment unity below, and don't forget to tap that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. If this breakdown gave you insight into today's political climate, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into moments that shape our world.